This is the first UTF match, or the Ultimate Force match. Now, because it's new, there's going to be Destructo. God dang it with your mechanical keyboard. It's not that big a deal, but like, so this is the first UTF match. Because this is the first match, there's going to be, you guys are the prototype round. You guys are going to essentially feel how Season 1 felt. There's going to be some things that seem a bit, really, why is this here? And there's going to be some things with like, oh, that's a great idea. But this is a whole around new experience, new test, and we are happy to have you all here. So, just to be clear, this is... Oh, balls. So, just to be clear, the force that is present are the Overlords. And we have 4 heroes from the Overlords that are here to compete in this match. This whole match is a... I guess I should backtrack a little bit. I'll know how to chop things up. Pretty much, there are 3 forces fighting against each other. Overlords, the Last Wardens, and Infinity Incorporated. It is... 4? All 3 of these forces are competing against each other to see who is the ultimate force. Now, because of this, they have each selected 4 people to send forward. Fighting on behalf of the Overlords is Dr. Destructo, a Season 2 hero, 2nd place, might I add, Capricorn, Dusk, and Mr. M. Nope, not Mr. M.
Oh.
Fuck off. It's alphabetical, Incarnate, you're right there.
Incarnate. Me.
I was about to say, have I been switched teams?
Yeah, you switched teams, yeah. That's what's going on.
Unfortunately, Echo has volunteered you for my force. You are now...
I've been kidnapped the 2nd time!
Let me go ahead and re-say it. The heroes fighting on behalf of the Overlords are Dr. Destructo, Season 2 winner, Capricorn, Dusk, and Incarnate. Now, all 4 of you are on the same team. This is something that we've done differently now. Now, for once, you guys aren't trying to fight each other, you're trying to fight with each other. Now, here's what's going down. You all are going to be plopped in the middle of New York City, pretty much. Big, because why New York? Because villains always hate New York for some reason.
For some fucking reason.
For some reason. And so you are plopped in the middle of New York. And it is panic, chaos. There is an army of armed henchmen. Guns, melee weapons, they've got grenades. We're talking full-on assault here. As if the government turned on its own citizens with a super SWAT team. There is a villain attacking and taking over this city, destroying all buildings, snuffing out people's lives, killing people, just destroying everything with this massive army. There are 3 things you have to worry about. 1 is the villain. This villain is going to be leading all of these people fighting against you. 2, the main army. It is a massive and armed army. It's up to you guys to synergize well and fight this army. And 3, the citizens. Being a hero is all about saving people. And so there are people trapped in burning buildings, people trapped in crumbling buildings, people captured, people running for their lives, people hiding, some people already safe. But it is just panic. You guys are the first responders. Nothing else has shown up. The police force, gone. Army, gone. Just you guys. It is up to you guys to do your best to protect these people as long as you can. Find some way to maybe make a base camp or something for them. Protect them, find them, rescue them. Hunt down this army. And take down their leader at the top, who is Mr. M. Not all-star buffed.
Oh.
He's like, I thought I was invincible.
I was hoping.
Oh, I thought I was about to god mode these scrubs.
Ooh, this is... Yeah, I think me and my IRS army would have destroyed you, so I think that's why I'm not participating, because...
Hold on, we have to fight the IRS? I'm out.
No. Remember that one time, well, it was last season.
You guys are the IRS.
We are the IRS, by the way. We're the top agents of the IRS.
The leader of the Overlords, Lawyer, cannot participate. It is only you four.
Yep.
Good luck, everyone. Lawyer, if you would please mute. And now we will be starting the first UTF match. And with that, it's time to show us what you're made of. I don't know why he server muted himself, but okay. So,
He decided to go plus ultra. He went even further.
I'm opening it up to all. I'm opening it up to all of you guys. What is your first step being plopped in the middle of this city?
Alright, quick, before anything, is everybody here okay with a little bit of cold weather for a minute?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's gonna drop dead because the temperature drops or anything?
I like it
No.
chilly.
The bleeding people might.
No, I'm good.
Well, the bleeding people shouldn't be too adversely affected by what I have planned here.
It actually should help.
I'm gonna-
We'll deactivate the fire.
I'm gonna pull just a basic wooden bat into my hand out of nowhere, and at the same time that I do that, a moderate sleet is gonna start falling. Sleet being more slush than snow, so it has a higher water content in order to help suppress the fires.
All right.
Alright, I would like to touch all my homies to make sure they can start preserving stamina just as much as I
Oh, we're kissing the homies good morning now.
could.
All right. So you touch them all to help them conserve their stamina. And Capricorn, what did you summon to yourself?
I summoned a straight bat.
A bat, and you use that bat to control, and use that bat to summon some sleet. Nice. Okay, everyone continue.
Sleet.
I'd like to start deconstructing any kind of rubble that might be trapping people. If there's any destroyed buildings or such.
All right, all right. Incarnate.
I will first summon question. I think I've already asked you this. I can't use the villain's army. What are they?
People.
People?
Yes.
Okay.
Like just regular
what
humans with guns and stuff?
Yep,
Are
guns.
they armored? Are they just regular old humans?
Okay, I see Arcano joined. There we go, he's gone.
Okay, so his army, is it a separate army of regular people, or just... Are we supposed to try and save the army from his control?
The army's under his control, they follow him.
And they're not just citizens.
I
that
see
are being,
Undying. I
brainwashed?
see Undying.
Evening.
Whose force does Undying belong to? There we go.
Okay, so I'm asking, it wouldn't be a problem to say kill his army, correct?
Kill them. Do what you need to do. They're going to kill you.
Okay, well then, I first summon 5 humans and absorb them into my mass.
All right, Incarnate, you have. All right, so you absorb humans into your mass, becoming Chad Richard Watterson again.
Exactly. And then I start full on. My first objective is to full on ram into people, trying to take them out. The more I take, the initial people I take out, I will then absorb.
Are you bulletproof?
Depends.
'Cause they have guns.
My rock hard abs deflect the bullet.
He is going to be shot at. Whenever he absorbs people, whenever I say Chad Richard Watterson, it's more of an exaggeration. He's more of like a giant flesh
Blob
mound.
from the X-Men?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of picturing something similar to the Rotten from Dark Souls 2.
Yeah, think of any big fat character. His fat is going to take the bullet for him.
Oh, okay. Then I was thinking completely wrong.
It's still
The
going to
Rotten-
hurt like hell.
Yeah. The Rotten is just like
Yeah.
a bunch of corpses strapped together and animated, basically. His whole body.
So Incarnate?
Well, yeah, that would be my initial plan, is to first absorb the initial... Wait, actually, is it just 5 people, or does give it a greater amount?
You have a greater amount. There are a lot of people dead here.
Well then, how many would you say?
Lots.
Lots? Okay. If you were to put that in a numerical number, what would that be?
You've got at least
Many.
20.
Okay,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
before you start fucking amorphosizing the corpses of innocent people, those are people's loved ones. You might consider that before you start, like, snarking
Heroic
out.
sacrifices. Come on now.
Heroic
Yes.
sacrifices, my ass.
They are simply... They are dead corpses. They are
So-
They are
not alive.
already dead.
They are
So
still-
Incarnate raises a whole bunch of people from the dead and absorbs them into his mass, becoming a huge, massive blob of flesh. Dude,
Am I at least human-like?
Nice.
not really. I mean, you still have arms and legs and a head, if that's what you're asking. But
Yeah.
Human like Akira was by the end of the fucking movie.
yeah.
You know, I was gonna say I'm
Oh.
thinking Akira.
Oh, God.
So you are a massive, monstrous blob, but the fat does block the bullets.
Yes, I become bulletproof.
And almost.
So then I just... I
Still
then
hurts.
proceed to roll upon... I then proceed to roll over all of his army, slowly killing them, squishing them, and adding them to my mass.
Alright, just know when you do that, you reset.
What do you mean?
You can only be affecting one thing at a time, remember? When you add more to
I
your
thought-
mass,
I
you have
asked-
to reset.
Wait, I'm not... I thought you said it was humans... wait, yours... Is
What
his,
he's-
are his...
what
No,
he's-
are his, his
Is-
army not made of humans?
It is Incarnate. Hold up, Capricorn.
I was gonna say, it sounds like he's saying that while you can absorb more in order to further increase your mass, in order to do so, you first have to slough off what you've already absorbed and then reabsorb that and the new mass.
Yep.
You can't
But
just
I'm not-
pull new mass in from that singular structure. You have to let go of what you're holding and then pull even more in all at once.
Oh, so there's a limit.
No limit. You just have to accept more. You have to drop and pick it everything back up.
Wait, but I thought the original mass I was absorbing was humans too.
It is.
Did they not
Okay.
mix?
Can I say something real quick?
Yep.
If his first move was absorbing the amount that he's already given, and his very literal next move was absorbing as many as he can we not just give to him as many as he can?
No, his
25?
he found out, and so his first move became absorbing as much as he could.
So, and also what he wanted to absorb the people he killed, and he can't kill anyone unless he's already big. So
I thought the
Let-
people were already
let's-
dead.
Yeah.
All the-
it's a law order thing.
Was the dead people.
Here's what
He was-
happened. There were like 20 dead people around Incarnate. He summoned them all into his mass. He's really big, and he's fighting, and he kills 20 more people. He can't kill a person, add them to his mass, kill a person, add them to his mass, kill a person, add them. It doesn't work that way. He kills 20 people. Then he has to let go of all of the fat that he has right now and absorb everything back in to get 40.
Sounds to me.
Oh.
Think of it-
Okay, I get what you're saying now. Okay.
Yeah, think of
So,
it like
instead, I just, like-
as a whole.
So when your
You-
fat starts
Yeah.
taking damage and all of that stuff, it's good to reset and do all of that. Get more. Just know there's a little brief window
I
where
have
you're
to let
vulnerable.
go- Yeah, no. I thought you were saying that I couldn't absorb the other people. To get 40, I have to. So
To
then
get to 40,
you
you have to
bring up a
drop
good
to
point.
to get to 40, you have to drop to 0 for a little bit of time.
okay, well then I gain 20 people, start rolling on everyone, squishing them as a gigantically fleshy, bulletproof blob. And then, after they are all crushed to death by maybe around 2,000 maybe 4,000 pounds of people, I then let go of the flesh and then reabsorb it with all the other dead army after I roll onto them. Now, question: how many people are in said army?
It's hundreds.
Like, if it's a literal, it's going to be a tall order for you to crush everybody, but you could take out a group of them and then tuck into some cover to discharge and regain.
All right, so that is everyone's strategy. Now I'm going to go a little bit more in depth here. So, Mr. M, what's your plan for stopping these heroes?
These foolish peasants. These
I
evil
believe
IRS members come to take my tax money.
I didn't
Yes.
sign a government contract, okay?
I did.
I didn't read the terms and conditions.
They call me the villain. All right. So, question: am I watching them? Am I near them, or am I in my secret base commanding my army?
Wherever the heck you want.
Wherever the heck I want, huh? So, I think I will be, keeping an eye on things, Maybe I'm around, maybe I'm close, maybe I'm far. So the first thing I'll do is I'll order my army to collapse a building on that giant ball of mound of flesh. They'll shoot it a little bit, but I'll be like, it's not going to work that great. He's just going to keep absorbing more of you. Blow up that tall building next to him, collapse it on him. It also appears there's a, from what I can tell, so that's Incarnate. It was another guy who summoned a wooden stick into his hand and started controlling the weather. I believe we talked about a very similar situation to this, didn't we, PD? Would that apply?
Yes.
It would?
Yes.
Perfect. So, the wooden stick in Capricorn's hand suddenly turns into a almost like a big scorpion, not a scorpion with multiple tails and long fangs, and starts trying to crawl up his arm and start trying to stab into his neck.
All right. Anything else?
And let's see. As for the other two normal-looking people, I'll have the part of my army not focusing on toppling the building to just open complete fire on them. And if they start to hit back, I'm going to start having them take people as hostages.
All right. You've heard the villain's plan, everyone. This is everything that's going down. So, now that we know the game plan, let's start off. How do you all protect the people.
I don't negotiate with hostages.
We don't negotiate with terrorists, and we certainly don't negotiate with their hostages.
Do I need to protect them if they're dead?
No, if they're dead, they're fine. But how do you protect the living?
Oh. Well, my initial plan would be to... Yes or no? Could I stretch myself out?
No.
Okay. Well, someone else take this.
So,
I need to think.
My first answer would just be to, like, we're in the city, so there's going to be lots of cars and everything. I don't know. I need to think real quick as well.
so first off, the scorpion thing that my bat's been transformed into, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that still enchanted?
Yes. Not under your control anymore, though.
But it's still enchanted, right? Which
Yes.
means it's still...
I think that just makes it harder for you to fight it.
Well, if it's still enchanted, then it would be coated nice, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so because it's coated nice, that's immediately going to remove pretty much any traction it's going to have. So the first thing I'm going to do is fling it off my arm. Just a quick whip of the arm just to sling it off. And then I'm going to replace it with an aluminum bat. But I'm only going to replace it with the aluminum bat long enough to immediately throw it at the scorpion thing and kill it. But are there any hostages in our, like, or are there any civilians in our immediate vicinity,
There-
or
Civilians everywhere.
Okay, you said we dropped in the middle of the city. I was kind of imagining like Times Square kind of place.
Pretty much.
Open center area, buildings surrounding it.
Pretty much. But there are people everywhere throughout the city.
Okay. So I don't think enough time has passed for my sleet to have made much of any progress on the fires, right? Like, that's going to take a couple of minutes.
No sleet works on fire, but what's your plan here?
So, any civilians that I can see, I'm immediately going to pull to myself just a large steel pot lid, and I'm going to toss it on the ground and start sliding on the slippery surface I create, skating up to civilians, grabbing them, and moving them to a safe location, at least behind the line we've currently established.
Oh my god, he's frozen.
I mean, that was kind of the inspiration there, yes, thank you. I'm glad somebody else, watches The Incredibles in here.
Wait, so you got the lid, threw it on the ground, and you're using it like a skateboard?
Basically, yeah. I'm using it like a snowboard, more accurately, just because I'm using the slippery surface that it creates in order to cover distance quickly with it, recover people, and then take them back. In order to put them at least behind the line that we've sort of established through our landing, get them into some kind of cover.
Alright.
I think the GIF I posted in the chat is pretty accurate to what he's describing.
But, so that's Capricorn. Anyone else? I see Cold Rainin. What force does Rain belong? What force does Rain belong to?
Oh, I don't belong anywhere. Am I not supposed to be in here?
Right now.
We're not supposed to be in here. Be gone.
Just shot the man in the head for asking the question. Jesus.
Hi guys.
Question, can I see?
Dead.
Like,
Question, can I see Mr. M?
Yes, you can.
I'll start blasted that man.
Oh, I was assumed I was like hiding in like a building somewhere kind of far away.
Well, you can hide. Well, you can hide in a building. Either way, what's your plan, Destructo?
I'll blast that man.
So,
Oh god.
so you're on Operation Find M and beat him up.
Like, kill that motherfucker.
Hey, real quick, may I intrude?
Go for it.
Monster Maker, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Just refrain from discussing any of the events that's going on in the form of gifs, messages, pictures, anything. Like, that.
Oh, the Battlegrounds chat history stays, doesn't it?
I forgot about that. It would still be here.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Don't worry. Lawyer and Echo have the power to delete it.
I already got it.
I'm stuck
Already
on this screen, so Destructo, you're on Operation Find M and Kill Him.
Yeah.
What's your plan
as
for
for
finding him?
Well, if I get shot at, I can just split the bullets, disintegrate them with my beams, pretty much. If he's visible, obviously, I can just start blasting that dude right then and there.
What's your plan for the army?
What army?
The army invading the
You
city.
think that's gonna stop me?
I mean, bullets hurt.
Sir, they might hurt someone who's not me. Again, blasting the bullets into dust.
Yes, but if at least 3 people shoot at you at once, you're kind of dead.
I get pretty wide beams and they're twisty, so
Destructo, your beam gets consumed on the first bullet.
it's what?
Since
Fat beam.
Since a while, it just makes it easier to hit.
So like the entire length of the beam, including the part that's in my hand, just stops.
It doesn't. Destructo, have you
Do I
misunderstood?
shoot pebbles like balls, or is it a solid beam?
Think of Harry Potter beams.
Yeah, you can hit more than one person with a Harry Potter beam,
Well,
and it doesn't go away after. Like you can hold, like they do the thing where they hold their beams together. Like
They
it doesn't
can.
go away the first thing it
They
is.
can, you can't.
Oh, then it's not like a Harry Potter beam.
Yes, have you ever seen their basic attacks? It's just one little light thing going, meow. And then when your beam hits something,
Yeah,
it
but that's more of a
disappears.
trail.
Then think of it that way.
Well, then I don't have beams.
You have a beam.
But it's a beam, but does everything that the beam doesn't do.
Either way, what's your plan here for when you get shot at?
Fucking. What's his name to create stuff? Can you create me some body armor?
You know, it's funny. Let me rescue these people, and I can actually help you out with some Kevlar.
Alright.
Yeah, I get ripped off. I guess I'll deal with the army then.
Alright, so you're just taking cover, shoot, I'm dead, shoot more people, I'm dead, trying to fight your way to M.
No, like if I'm not able to just stop my own bullet, I can just focus on the army instead.
Alright, so Destructo's holding back the army, Capricorn is searching for peoples. Dusk, what's your thing for the people here?
So, there are hostages in my vicinity, right?
Yes.
Like I can see people. Okay. Is it? So there's also destroyed cars everywhere too, right?
Yep.
Is there like a car door near me?
Sure.
All right, I want to pick that. I want to pick that bad boy up and start heading towards somebody with a hostage, and try to disarm them and get the hostage out of there.
Okay, so you're going at the army to get hostages back.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Alright, now what happens when you get shot at?
That's a good question, but I would use the car door as a shield.
That's not gonna help you for long. And by long, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured that
That's
much.
like 2 8 to a quarter inch panels of steel. Those aren't going to stop a bullet more than once or twice.
Mm,
I'm gonna
Okay.
go ahead and say that small arms fire can definitely be stopped by a car door. Large caliber rounds, however, would not be stopped by.
yeah. How many? Like an estimation of how many
Cardor cannot
soldiers
stop
are in
any
front
kind
me.
of shooting.
Are you sure about that?
Myself.
Pretty damn sure.
I've seen
A modern car door is basically plastic.
I've seen car doors with entry wounds with no exit wounds. The car door can definitely.
Yeah, it might ricochet the bullet downwards or something, but 9 times out of 10, the cops literally call cars tombs.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm saying, if it ricochets, is that not essentially the same thing as a shield?
Either way,
Yeah, maybe
door,
one in
either
every
way.
100 bullets gets
Alright,
ricocheted.
guys.
Most of the time, it just
Yeah,
goes right through.
it's either way.
Guys.
It's not gonna help me. So how many? Approximately how many soldiers are in my sight?
As many as you can see, whole armies.
Jesus. Okay.
It's some motherfucking army.
Fuck. I guess what I'm gonna do is basically just like, man, this is a tough one. Has Incarnate went on this scenario yet?
Incarnate's fighting the
No.
army. Capricorn's fighting. Capricorn's saving people. Destructo's fighting the army. Incarnate still has yet to say another thing.
I
But
guess
what
I-
are you doing?
Okay. I guess I can. Capricorn's saving the hostages and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess not using. I'm gonna go with him as coverage to try and save the other people.
And
Over
how?
there.
How are you going to give him cover?
And I don't know. Really, all I can do without cover is just sit
How are you-
back, take cover myself, and anybody, any civilian or anything that's near, try and guide them to safety.
How are you with slippery terrain?
Huh?
How
am I
are
with
you
slippery?
with slippery terrain?
I guess I'm gonna say average,
Mm.
but nothing in my power description says anything about like how I am with that.
Okay. So yeah, you don't have any like movement benefits or negative movement resistance for slippery or rough.
Pretty much, Dusk. Capricorn's slippery slope is going to work against you.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
Now, here's another question. Capricorn, how are you going to deal with slippery slope when you get to the hostages or the people that are trapped under buildings or whatever?
So primarily with the people that I'm getting to, as I get near them, I'm just hopping off the disc, picking it back up, walking up to them, taking their hand, and then putting them on the disc, and I'm running and sliding them into cover. That way, anybody who's injured and can't move, I can lay them on the disc and then run with them as well. That's why it's a large pot lid. But I can lay them on the disc and run with them as well. It's kind of like I'm friggin' curling with people.
Okay, now here's another thing. So, how are you moving exactly? It's slippery, yeah, it's not frictionless, and it's not ignoring terrain.
Yeah, no, I'm crouched on the disc using my hands in order to propel myself so that I'm continuing to maintain my momentum.
Okay, so you're crouched up in a little ball, moving yourself on a little disc. So gunfire and everything, and then whee!
Yeah, it makes me a smaller target. My center of gravity is not located in the same area of general fire because most of the people are going to be firing for center mass or possibly trying to be a tryhard going for headshots. So I'm primarily keeping myself below the range of fire. And then when I have another person on the disc and I'm running along with it, I'm also leaned down, pushing them along while they're sitting or laying on the disc. Therefore, it keeps us all low and out of the range of fire.
All right. So what I'm hearing is Capricorn's going to get MLG 360. But no, that works out. Going on with the sliding disc, staying low, avoiding the fire. Okay. So now here's something that I want to ask all you. So how exactly... Oh, wait, no, it's Incarnate's turn. Incarnate!
Yeah, forget my turn, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay,
I forgot the
so while Capricorn is saving the hostages, and Dusk, wait, what are Dusk and Destructor doing?
At this moment,
Killing
I'm
people.
taking
Killing
cover.
people. Well, while y'all is killing people and taking cover, I will proceed to. Well, yes, Mr. Monster Mr. M, he will be trying to make said army take down a building. Now, with that, my initial plan to roll on the people of his army would at first focus on the people at said building, people who are doing said stuff to said building. Then after I squish and kill all of them, when I need to deactivate my power and then reactivate it, what would it look like? Would it just look like all the bodies collapse into existence, or would it
Your
just be a
arms
big
and
blob of
legs, your
flesh?
arms and legs just kind of shrink inwards, and you turn back to normal size, and you're just kind of
And
there
then
with like a
poof, that is
protective layer
blob?
of fat around you, and then you just kind of pop back up, but bigger.
Oh, okay.
The whole process is
Well, then,
going
yeah.
to take you about maybe 10, 12 seconds.
Well, still, I would floop out of the blob, and afterwards, I would try to use the blob as coverage after squishing said army. After squishing the initial army trying to take down the building, I would then proceed to squish all the rest of the army as much as I can, probably all of them, because I am a gigantic fleshy blob, just crushing every person.
See, can
And
I
then
interject real quick?
Sure.
I would like to say, Power, good old PD did say there are people all around, and you kind of are indiscriminately crushing all my men. Wouldn't that mean you're also indiscriminately crushing probably a few innocent bystanders here and there too?
We don't negotiate with hostages.
No more casualties!
All right.
I'm kidding.
Oh my-
I'm kidding, of course. Don't take what I say seriously. Well, the thing is, I would try to. I guess it's. Well, the thing is, it's not just me crushing a bunch of people. While I am crushing them, I would try to avoid said hostages that not only are Capricorn is in the process of also rescuing, but Dusk, from what I know, Dusk and Destructo are taking out other said people. Correct? Power dealer?
Dusk ain't.
What?
I have a different plan after Incarnate.
I was
After really, I'm sorry, but after really seeing the situation, I only have one other option I can do. But you can go ahead, Incarnate.
Okay, so power dealer. What did you say? Yes or no?
I said Dusk isn't. What did you say?
Oh, well, still, Dusk. So, yeah, never mind. Dusk is.
Either way, you're rolling all over them, and you said, I'm going to avoid any hostage as best I can. Alright, so here's something I want to ask you, Incarnate.
Sorry. Yes.
You said, oh, if I see people trying to take down a building, I'll roll over them and stop them. What happens when you don't? What happens if you didn't get there in time, or the men outsmarted you and blew up 2 buildings, or, something's gonna happen and a building falls on you? What do you do then?
Well, while I am made of a gigantic blobby flesh, am I not also buffed by said flesh? Not just by flesh, but by my actual power.
I'm kind of getting what you're putting down. You're trying to tank the shot, right?
Yep.
Alright, that's something you can do. A whole building's coming down on you. You're going to be out for a little bit trying to undo yourself, but... No, yeah, it makes good sense because you've got a lot of people.
Yeah, but I'm also a gigantic blobby flesh. A gigantic fleshy blob. While I do get hit, wouldn't me being buffed tank the hit so much that I also prevent a few other people from being harmed, therefore allowing Capricorn to go at them.
Oh, so you
or
want to
save
also
hostages.
just kind of be a rolling shield. Like, oh, Capricorn
Yes.
is saving people in that direction. Let me just waddle on over here.
No. What I mean is, while the building falls, I will take most of the damage.
Yes.
But can I be a gigantic shield?
Yes.
Yes, then yes, that's exactly what I do.
Because your
My
building,
entire plan.
your building idea doesn't exactly work. You block your segment, yeah. All right.
Well, then yes.
That's Incarnate. Dusk, you said you had a new plan.
Alright, so my plan isn't ideal, but it's the only situation.
Just remember that you're not alone here.
He's lagging, Mr. Squidward.
Sponge boy, me Bob. His Discord be breaking.
Yeah, he's dying. Discord. Dusk's plan is to die.
It's an excellent plan.
Mr. M's name is actually Mr. Matrix. He dove into the code and shit on his connection.
Absolutely. That's actually that's my actual in real life superpower. I can just crash people's Discords. Watch.
He just transmogrified his router into a snake.
Concerned why you crashed the one guy who couldn't talk instead of crashing one of the contestants.
It was a power move.
The OG flex, huh?
Absolutely. Listen, it's not just about winning. It's about winning with style.
Sending a message.
Is Dusk back yet?
About sending a
Yeah,
message.
I'm back now. Sorry, I was connected to Wi-Fi. But
That's the quote.
my plan is to basically escort all the civilians. I know we're supposed to be worrying about hostages, but while everybody's firing and all that, I plan on being the little meat shield for the civilians. And as soon as I die, I plan on summoning skeletons and shit.
Oh, his plan actually is to die.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, so then what happens when you die?
What next?
When I come back to life, I'll be summoning as many skeletons as I can. With there being a lot of people, hence there's going to be a lot of deaths, equaling there's going to be a lot of spirits. Hence I want to summon as many skeletons as I possibly can.
Alright, so Dusk, you're escorting these people. And then, oh god, people with bullets, don't worry, I'll be your shield. I'm dead, now you suffer.
Yep.
And you can summon a whole bunch of them, like 40 skeletons at least, 20 skeletons.
Yeah. And I'll use those skeletons towards saving other civilians and trying to save hostages as well.
Alright, so you're using them as a protection force. Any people that get close to the civilians, they attack. If they're under attack, then you can do it to search them. You're using these things as an all-around search.
Yes, and with every spirit that I see, I'm also summoning skeletons.
Rescue team Clacky, go.
Alright, so I've got pretty much the basis of what's going on. M, your turn.
Okay, so to reiterate, we got Destructo running around shooting lasers at my guys, right?
Yeah, he's very pew pew death right now.
Got it. We got Capricorn riding around on a snow sled, trying to save people and escort them to safety, right?
I mean, Snow Sled's a little glorified. It is a big soup kettle lid, but
Big
yeah,
soup
basically.
kettle. Okay. We got Dusk dying and then coming back. Is he also a skeleton? Just curious.
No, but he
No,
summons
I'm not a
skeletons.
skeleton.
Okay, he just
I'm
comes
a
back.
necromancer.
He's fine, and he's brought a bunch of skeletons with him. Got it.
That's not how you death. This is how you death.
Clearly, I've been doing it wrong this whole time. And then we have Incarnate rolling around, kind of being a mobile wall. Is that correct?
The speed of sound, got places to go. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Sorry, you said roll around, I was immediately triggered.
Sorry. Quick question, PD. My army of doom. What's their equipment? Do they just have guns, or do they got bombs? Do they
I
got
said
rocket
that. I said they got bombs. I said that. These guys are top line. What do you need?
top line? You say? Do we have vehicles?
No.
No.
They walked here.
Yeah, they all walked here. Yeah, I kind of got. Yeah, no vehicles, sadly.
They carpooled.
With the traffic in New York, nobody drives.
They got Uber.
The invasion was actually supposed to start yesterday. We just took us a while.
Where we drop the boys.
When I said top line, you guys are slightly at the line.
No, they rode in on the battle bus. They rode in on the battle bus. They're definitely up here.
Either way.
Got it. Okay. So
the plane up.
it looks. So it would appear to me. Is Destructo like shooting from cover? Is he flying around? Is he sprinting around? What's going on with him?
Cover.
Cover heard. Okay, so he's in cover. Dusk was in cover. I don't know. He might still be. I don't know.
When I die and I come back, start shooting skeletons and all that, yes, I will be taking cover.
Okay. So it appears Capricorn and Incarnate are kind of out in the open. So, what I'm gonna do is Capricorn's. The moment I see Capricorn jump on this pot lid and start riding around, kind of trying to get civilians to safety, I can target his pot lid, right?
Yep.
All right. So pot lid turns into this kind of like multi-armed, kind of like it turns into like a big octopus, right? Starts grabbing him, tying him down immediately. Like he's already touching it with his feet, so the tentacles will immediately wrap around his legs and essentially string him up, so that he's just this big target in the open, strung up, held in place, and I'm gonna have a contingent of my soldiers, at least 6 or 7 of them, just open fire on him. As for Incarnate, I'm gonna have all of our heavy artillery guys, guys with RPGs, the guys with anti-material rifles, just start laying into him with every single high. What's the word on that? No, it's not. It's like high.
You're shooting them.
I'm shooting him with a bunch of big boomy shit,
Heavy artillery, high.
High.
Doesn't matter at the moment.
It doesn't matter. Sorry, I get sidetracked.
You're targeting him with all ordnance.
Either way,
ordnance, yes.
You're
Okay,
blowing him.
ordnance,
You're trying to blow him up. Keep going.
blowing him up to Kingdom Come. Yeah. Dusk's. So Dusk and Destructo are behind cover. I'm going to kind of like give their position out to my guys, and I'm going to start having them lob a few of our grenades kind of over their cover, kind of next to them.
All right.
And
That's pretty rude.
a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm kind of a villain. Although you guys have been acting pretty villainous yourselves,
As
I'm being completely honest.
M being killing everyone, and then just seeing you guys do something like, damn, I thought I was the villain here. But
Yeah,
go
right.
on.
You guys are absorbing civilians, bringing them back as skeletons. Like, it seems a little rude.
All right,
It's out of contract, okay?
guys. Okay, so next up, M.
Mhm.
Is that it?
That's it for now. Yeah.
All right. So, how do you guys plan on countering everything he just said? Capricorn, your items are going to be constantly being turned into monsters. How do you deal with that? And everyone else, you're being shot at, grenades. What's your plan here?
Well, so first off,
my first plan.
Oh.
Go ahead. No, you
or
go
is
ahead.
it? First off, the moment that the lid I'm writing on starts to change, I'm immediately gonna hop off of it. Like I'm gonna feel that the moment that it starts to change, the moment that the level of weight, friction, density, everything below my feet starts to change, I'm gonna nip it.
Okay.
And hop off of it immediately. So now there's some fucking squid thing in front of me. Neat.
Excuse me, sir. Octopus. Octopus.
Apologies. Octopus
Wouldn't
thing.
want to be defamatory.
Yeah.
But, so it's not just organic material that he can manipulate, clearly. Because the bat was organic, the lid was steel, that's non-organic, so...
So then what's your plan when you get off? That monster's still there.
Yeah. No, as soon as I hop off, the first thing I'm going to do is create a localized snowstorm. I mean, it's still enchanted, it's still technically my item, so I'm going to create a localized snowstorm with the full force of a blizzard.
Not your item anymore.
If it's still under the effects of my enchantment, it would still classify as my item, wouldn't it?
If someone takes the item from you, it's theirs.
Okay.
Still enchanted.
Yeah, and that's what I was manipulating, would be the enchantment itself, which is what causes the snowstorm.
But now it's under the control of M.
Does that mean I can create snowstorms?
Essentially.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, this is... So I've had one practice fight, just to give everybody the heads up, so if I seem a little confused on the actual particulars of my power, that's kind of why.
Oh, trust me, I was the same way, dude. I was still running into roadblocks like my third match in.
Dude, I was arguing with Power yesterday about being able to split atoms and cause nuclear bombs.
God damn it!
You said no.
Gee, I wonder why.
Alright, so,
Hold up.
What the fuck?
Finally, my hacks got to him. I've destroyed Power Dealer's internet.
Yo, lucky you wouldn't let me split atoms.
Oh, does that mean I can go? Does that mean I can go unhinged with no one to tell me my power doesn't work that way? Because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I could probably cause the planet to implode.
Hey, yo, same here.
I'm still running this fight.
Same fucking here if I want, but he wouldn't let me because apparently there's a size limit on the shit I can split in half.
Okay, I'm back.
Blow him out. Can't split the planet. What an idiot.
Can't split atoms either. It's bullshit.
What a shitty guy.
You don't have atomic scale. It's not a thing.
It is if I say it is.
I have cosmic scale, I have microscopic scale, and to an extent, microscopic scale becomes atomic scale, but you don't have it. So, going on. Capricorn, what do you do?
I am going to immediately pull a solid ball of aluminum into my hand and baseball pitch it directly at the octopus, and then hyper-isolate the fiercest snowstorm I possibly can, the most isolated location on the octopus itself.
Alright. Your snowstorm can't exactly be that precise.
Well, that's why I said in the most isolated area I can. What's the smallest area that I can possibly localize a storm to?
About
350.
40 yards. 30 yards.
30 yards, 90 feet. Okay. So,
Now, is that radius or diameter?
Diameter.
instead of yeeting an aluminum move at the creature, I am going to full-on sprint away from the hostages and away from the army while the creature's still focused on me.
Okay.
And we're gonna get some exercise.
So, the hostages are being attacked, but it's chasing me. Let me run away from the hostages to protect them.
Basically, yeah. Fuck am I gonna try to fight this thing for if the AoE that I can effectively utilize any sort of, temperature control on a cold-blooded creature is gonna also risk the people I'm trying to save. Like that, that's what we call shitting the bed and rolling in it.
Alright.
So,
M,
I'm a yeet on my feet.
do you have anything to say about that?
Well, see, what I would have to say is, Can I use my octopus to create a localized snowstorm to start blasting Dr. Destructor's location?
That you can't, not his location. The thing isn't at that location.
Oh, okay, so got it. Then I'll have it start running at civilians and start causing a snowstorm at civilians.
So Capricorn runs away. Oh no! And the civilians just see their hero run away as a monster starts attacking them.
As an asshole.
What the hell, Capricorn?
Oh, where are you going?
If it's just going to
Brave.
go for civilians, then the primary course of action would be to break another 180 straight back at it, and I am going to dive point blank into it and pull a big ass chunk of raw potassium directly into my hand in its mouth. Which, when it mixes with the hydrogen and oxygen that's going to be in its saliva naturally, and the oxygen that's present in the air around it, is going to fucking explode, so I'm probably going to lose my right hand at least.
Nice attempt. Elements are very specific. You're stuck to basic, remember?
I thought it was any known object that exists, and...
Then we specified basic objects.
Aw, man.
I'd say sulfur's pretty damn basic
What about
object.
potassium
A
chloride?
ball of sulfur.
Also,
Well, I mean, it was...
I'm pretty sure. Okay, if it doesn't work, then I'm not going to say anything anyway.
I was gonna say, like finding a half-kilogram chunk of potassium is something you could find in almost any chemistry lab across the entire planet, and it technically doesn't classify as a weapon, which we hadn't really gone into any more depth after that first duel, though, because you had to hop, so we didn't really get to go into more specifications. So if that's considered a complex item, then, like, I totally understand.
Yeah, pretty much. Elements are very specific. You couldn't say chunk of iron, ball of hydrogen, thing of oxygen. It doesn't matter how common it is, unless you're looking at it right now.
This is my ball of newtonium.
So, Capricorn, your plan is...
Yeah, fuck it. My plan is that I'm going to just pull an aluminum ball, not like the specific element aluminum in a ball shape, just a ball made of a light enough weight metal to throw it, but dense enough to not just fucking fly off in the wind.
Oh yeah, that's good.
And I'm going to throw it as hard as I physically can into the creature and immediately localize the most intense snowstorm I can. And begin full sprinting across the slippery surface and fucking sliding as many people as I possibly can as far from this thing as I possibly can.
Okay, so whenever you summon your new thing, you take away the enchantment on the scorpion or whatever it is, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, on the octopus.
Okay. So M doesn't really have a good opportunity to summon snow.
Yeah.
Alright. So back to everyone else. You guys are being shot at. Rocket launchers, grenades, guns, pound. What do you guys do?
Dusk like, alright, first move, die.
Again.
And Dusk, that's up to you.
I'd kill
What happens?
myself.
And Dusk, that's up to you. What happens when your time runs out?
Oh man, really, I had nothing else to do in that scenario. But what I'd have to do is just fucking fake it till I make it. I don't know, but
So, what's everyone's plan for while he still has everything up and while you're being attacked?
Can I go?
what I have to do, all I can do at this specific moment to deal with that grenade that's heading towards me. Basically, I know I failed with the first car door, but this car door, I'm just gonna have to like home run it the fuck out of here.
You know you have skeletons that can do the same thing, right?
Yeah, but right now skeletons are busy trying to keep all these civilians alive.
Alright, so for grenades, just throw them back, smack them back as best you can.
Mm-hmm.
And your skeletons are essentially taking care of the people. What happens when there's a huge thing of splash damage? You know, I'm gonna attack my own men. Boom! I took out my own men, but the skeletons are gone. What do you do then?
Oh, wait, are you asking me?
No, Dusk.
Okay, sorry.
No. Sorry, I'm stumped. Man. I would have to, if there is a skeleton, if there are any spirits nearby, I'm gonna have to summon them to, like, I don't know. There's a lot of fucking
Oh, so
splash
whenever,
damage, nowhere to really find.
so whenever that splash damage happens, just summon more.
Basically, yeah.
All right.
That's all I really can do.
All right. It doesn't matter. Oh, you took out some of your own men. Okay, more. Just an endless wave of skeletons coming at him. Hold offense as much as you can is your plan.
Yes, gotta kind of gotta even the playing field.
Incarnate.
That whole army plus all these skeletons. People are dying left and right, so the skeletons will continue to come.
Incarnate and Destructo.
Yeah.
What do you do here?
Well, nothing's really changed, has it?
You're still holding offense, and Incarnate, you're still holding offense too.
With heavy artillery, rocket launchers, grenades, all kinds of big boomy boom ripping off at you.
Yeah, I'm just ripping people in half, quite literally.
All right. Then this comes to the last part. How do you all keep the people you saved defended? What's your plan here?
So, I don't have the most in-depth plan for keeping these people safe at the moment. It mostly consists right now of getting them away from this fucking creature and into cover. And as soon as I can get them inside of something that's not either being destroyed or already half destroyed, something that looks like it's either going to hold or is outside of what the current radius of the battle is going to be, I plan to pull steel plates over and over again to just barricade the entry with, in order to keep them safe until after we can take care of the situation and come back to fucking rescue them.
Okay, so you're making essentially just a fortress.
Yeah, I'm trying to provide. I'm trying to get them outside of the general radius of the combat in the first place. That way, whatever structure I'm able to either put them in and then reinforce or build if I need to, I can do so with them not having the risk of it being under assault, regardless of how durable or not durable it ends up being.
Mans is playing Fortnite. All right, anyone else?
What? Oh, he's building.
So can I go?
Yeah.
I didn't. With the being shot at and being pelted with guns, is my flesh blob, my buffed flesh blob, durable enough to withstand said attacks?
The bullets, yeah, pretty much. You know, it's gonna wear down pretty quickly. The rockets, that's gonna chunk away pretty badly.
Okay. Well, my new plan is, for everyone, I join Mr. M.
Hey, no.
I'm kidding.
I'll split you in half for you an opportunity.
My first plan: kill everyone, absorb them.
Well, what do you do?
My initial so as I am getting pelted with bullets, rockets, grenades, all that junk. If I leave said blob, my arms and legs and heads get sucked in and I just get pooped out of it. I will then escape and help citizens. I will then escape and try to help citizens get away from said henchman and or villain, while the gigantic blob is the main target. I and or being a distraction, I then lead away the people I have saved, and or reabsorb with with the rest of the dead bodies I have killed. They're therefore becoming even bigger, therefore becoming even more durable.
All right. Now I want to hear the final things from everyone here. Em, we'll start with you.
All right. Well, these guys seem to love their cover. Love making fortresses to protect their people. My biggest question is, what's going to save them when their cover turns against them? When it grows legs, stands up, and starts attacking them with the bullets coming at them. How's Incarnate going to keep surviving a hail of, rockets coming at him? Even if he tries to escape, that makes him just even easier to hit. How's Capricorn?
What's going to save him is you're going to have to be close for that.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I think I'm already close enough, but yeah. So.
And
you try that, motherfucker. Come over here, see what happens.
The thing is, to get close enough to do a lot of effective moves, you'll have to get within Destructo's fighting range.
And my squishing range.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I could always use my henchmen as meat shields.
All right. Then.
And then I would absorb them.
That's a good one. Destructo.
Yeah.
Last things.
I can't see Mr. M, right? Like,
I mean, if you do, what do you do?
Can I burrow with my power, dig underground?
You kind of
keep splitting the ground up, digging.
Kinda, yeah. It's not that effective, but yeah.
How long would it take me to sneak up on this guy?
Sneak up on him, not exactly very effective.
Boots of questionable stealth.
Bam, boom, 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 boom. It's like, what's that sound coming from beneath my feet?
Well, Destructo?
I can't sneak up underneath this guy.
No, not really. It takes too long. Maybe 20 minutes.
So is this like a no man's land situation where there's a big battlefield and pushing against each other?
You're in the middle of New York.
We're in a city.
We're pretty much.
Yeah, well, I assume it's them over there, us over here type deal.
Look, I'm gonna be real. I'm giving Monster Maker points just for making Destructo do anything besides I shoot him with the beam.
I did.
And my power's not very.
He straight up went
malleable.
Naruto He straight up went Naruto versus Neji.
That was the goal.
All right, so Destructo, anything?
I mean, is there any buildings near this guy?
Buildings everywhere.
I want to start breaking buildings up, just completely rain rubble upon these guys. They had nothing to stop it.
All right, Capricorn.
Hang on, I'm taking a piss. 1 second.
Dusk.
Only thing I can do is keep civilians out of safety and use the skeletons to protect me and the civilians.
All right, Incarnate.
I think I said what I wanted to do.
Capricorn.
Pissing all by yourself, Hans?
Alright. Sorry about that. Okay, so to clarify, I've moved the civilians out of the range of the combat, which means that it would put everyone else between me and Mr. M, correct?
And the henchman, but go on.
Well, that's what I mean, is it's like myself and then a distance back is the group and then and then there's the enemy army and then there's Mr. M behind that, I'm assuming, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so if my assumptions are correct, if he wants to manipulate those panels that I am planning to use as a door, he's going to have to close that distance first, right?
Yep.
Not the entirety of it, but at least the distance that I've covered, right?
He's gonna have to cover a good distance. Yeah.
which means he's gonna have to be in a place where we can actively reach him to do that.
Yep.
Okay. Do we have any sort of intercommunication radios going, like earpieces, anything like that?
Nope.
Yeah.
We're
I
terribly prepared.
Yeah, you guys are
Wait,
top
are we
of mind
talking
like
in-game?
my guys.
Are we talking in game or like?
We're
Okay.
talking in game.
Okay, my bad. I'm using an earpiece right now. So.
Damn, guys, anyone here have headphones?
Got a phone.
Capricorn.
Calling each other in Discord.